Hi everybody, this is Rose of Sharon and I'm back again with another book review. I just recently read Prince Lestat, Vampire Chronicles by Anne Rice, and this is actually the most recent book that she's written in her vampire series. And the book after this is called The Lost Realms of Atlantis. I don't know if she's written any other books after that, but this is told from many different vampires' point of view, mainly Lestat. And Lestat, I absolutely love Lestat. I always have loved Lestat ever since Interview with the Vampire. Queen of the Damned is actually the first of all the books. The second is the one that's the most well known, and actually, other than Bram Stoker's Dracula, I think it's one of the best vampire films ever made. And Nosferatu. Well, Nosferatu is the original, but it's just so sensuous and sensual and dark and gritty and ominous and scary and frightening, and also very pensive. And it begs the question about immortality and at what cost would this immortality come, and what vampires can really stand up to, and how some vampires differ one from another. There's some that are just cold-blooded killers. There's one in here that you think, oh my dear Lord God, he's a monster, and then there are others that aren't that way. One of my favorite stories in here is that of Rose, and she goes through absolute hell, but her transformation in time is glorious and is incredible. And of course, being an eros is just so sumptuously detailed in every little delicious morsel that Anne just illustrates for us in her vibrant words, and just how detailed she is. And it's so sexy. I mean, there's no other way to say it. It is what it is, and only Anne can write this way. I've the other eroses I've come across, I don't care for. Hers are the best. I mean, oh my Lord, they're so good. But I look forward to reading The Lost Realms of Atlantis, and this is actually the first time Lestat actually speaks, and he's hearing this mysterious voice. And they're actually all the vampires are, and some of them, they even have different gifts, because they're different gifts that a lot of vampires possess. The old ones possess the fire gift; they can set things off ablaze. You have ones with the mind gift or the cloud gift, and she explains them in the glossary, which I think is absolutely fantastic. It's very, very accessible and convenient. And for those who aren't familiarized with Lestat and his realm, it makes it all the more relatable and easier to comprehend. It's just so rife and so verbose and beautiful, I think, and poetic, just like all of her works are. And every time Lestat begins to narrate, I become so happy. I think, the brat prince is speaking again. I don't know. I'm such a dork. I love Lestat so much. he's just such an insufferable prick sometimes. I mean, but you love him for it. You can't help but love him, even though he's an arrogant bastard. I mean, it's just the way he is. But it's 400 plus pages, and I'm really excited. It kind of leaves off on a cliffhanger, and you wonder what's coming next. That's why Lost Realms of Atlantis exists after it. But I'm very curious as to what will occur. I won't know until I read, but I'll let you know. So I'm leaving you on a cliffhanger. I really shouldn't do that. I am so sorry, viewers, but next time, Lost Realms of Atlantis will be the one that I ingest quickly, because this one I read in a matter of a couple days. It's broken down into parts or chapters, and it's actually, there's a section and then a chapter. Like section 1, section 2, section 3, section 4, and then chapter, with different orations or viewpoints from different vampires in in the brood, so to speak, or the children of the night. That's all I gotta say about Prince Lestat. I'm really glad I got it. I've forgotten that I had it after the move, but I found it. I thought I still have the book and I gotta read it, so I finally finished. And it's one of those books that when you read it, you just feel so sad. You think, oh, I wanted more. It's a craving. But that's all I gotta say. So until next time, live long, prosper. Ciao tutti.